And in Indonesia, rescuers search for bodies under buildings destroyed by a series of volcanic eruptions on the island of Flores. At least 10 people have been killed when a volcano erupted in eastern Indonesia. Reports say lava, ash and incandescent rocks spewed 6 kilometers from the crater of Mount Lewotobi Laki-laki on the tourist island of Flores. Now, this video received by the BBC's Indonesian service shows burned and damaged houses. Residents fled in terror from the eruption, which happened in the middle of the night. Now let's go to Jakarta now and speak to Astudestra Ajeng Rastri from the BBC's Indonesia service. Thanks for joining us. Firstly, get us up to speed with how things are on the ground now. Has the volcano stopped spewing?
As of today, so the latest update we received from the government official was yesterday evening, when they are still trying to evacuate one village that is badly damaged by the ash and rocks and spews. As of now, as we are speaking right now, the government is giving updates on how they are going with the evacuation process for today. But as of yesterday, the government also mentioned that they are focusing on giving aids to the people who are now sheltering in schools in the nearby villages. The Ministry of Social Affairs say that they have sent thousands of packs of food and also clothes for babies and people who are now sheltering in the buildings.
Yeah, could you tell us a bit more about how many people have been affected by this and some of the challenges that rescuers have been facing?
Around more than 10,000 people are evacuated from the nearby villages yesterday. But before that, because the eruption has happened on and off since December last year, hundreds of people have already left their homes and shelters in schools in the villages around, further away from the Mountlewotobi Laki-laki. And what we have received yesterday, videos from locals who are badly affected by the eruption. Many of them are still feeling traumatized. They are still panicked when they hear loud noises, especially because the volcanic activity of the Mountlewotobi Laki-laki is right now still happening, even though we are still unsure whether there will be a follow-up eruption of the mountain, but the Indonesian authority have said that we have to be prepared for the worst, and that's why they are now declared the emergency response status until the end of this year.
And just quickly, how common are eruptions like this in Indonesia?
Indonesia has over 130 volcanoes. Many of them are still active, and a lot of the communities also live nearby the volcanoes. People around these active volcanoes mainly work as farmers because they are benefited with the fertile soil that is provided by volcanoes. So this kind of disaster is unfortunately quite common in Indonesia. We are also sitting in the so-called Pacific Ring of Fire, which is an area where we are atop of a lot of seismic activities, and that's why Indonesia has been known to be really prone of volcanoes eruption and the kind of disasters.
Yeah, thanks very much for getting us up to speed with what's been happening there. Astudestra Ajeng Rastri from BBC's Indonesia service.